Welcome to MMA Dogs. My name is Hector, and this is my dog, Dan.
Hey.
We're coming to you live from Las Vegas, Nevada, the home of the UFC and the mecca of MMA. Now, the question I have for you tonight is this. Will Jon Jones knock out Chael Sonnen or submit him?
Or is Chael Sonnen going to actually survive to lose a decision?
So, we're going to tackle all those questions and much more. But first, let's take a look at Jon Jones' last two fights, and then we'll take a look at Chael Sonnen's last two fights. So, most recently, Jon Jones defeated Vitor Belfort via submission. And in his fight before that, he beat Rashad Evans via decision. And for Chael, most recently, he was knocked out by Anderson Silva, and in his fight before that, he won a decision over Michael Bisping. Now, for this particular fight, let's start off talking a little bit about that gangster from Oregon, Chael Sonnen. Now, Chael Sonnen is a very, very entertaining character. I mean, this guy, the way he markets himself, he's a genius, a marketing genius for himself. The way he promotes himself, very much like a wrestler, like a WWE wrestler would. This guy, man, he's just really coming on the scene. Not only that, but he's willing to take a fight. He's willing to step up, fight anybody. His wrestling is really some of the best in all of MMA. He's just got excellent wrestling, sticks to his game plan, but unfortunately, he does have some holes. And, he was exposed. He's been exposed. Anderson Silva exposed him twice. He almost had that 185-pound belt around his waist, but Anderson Silva said, "No, come over here. I'm going to put you to sleep." And, it's just this guy. He's entertaining. I really like him in the UFC. I really feel like he's a fun fighter to watch. But he's going up against what possibly could turn out to be the greatest fighter in MMA history, and Johnny Bones Jones, fighting out of Albuquerque with the master trainer Greg Jackson. I mean, this guy, he's just so talented, really dedicated. He's got so many weapons. He's this guy, he's just a beast. And the fight that we should really be talking about is Anderson Silva versus Jon Jones. Fortunately, that hasn't happened yet. But Chael Sonnen said, "You know what? Put me in there. I'm coming to fight. When that song hits those speakers and I make that walk, I'm there to fight." So, with Jon Jones though, he's gonna be stepping in the octagon with the wrong guy. And the way I see this fight ending is Jon Jones submitting Chael Sonnen. He might even submit him, up against the cage like he did to Lyoto Machida. But I really feel this fight will end up in some kind of a shuffle, some kind of a tossing and turning and twisting and trying to dominate position there. So I really feel if it isn't a submission, then I feel it'll be a knockout. But I'm going with Jon Jones via submission. Now, as far as the betting strategy goes, unfortunately, Jon Jones is minus 1,000. So I'm saying do not bet. Now, as far as the confidence in the pick, it's 5 stars. But it's a do not bet. Just too much juice, too much to lay out there on one fight, which, as we've learned before, could end in a fluky accident. So with all being said, I am very interested in hearing what my dog has to say about it.
Yeah, I would really like to see what Chael Sonnen is going to bring to the table for this fight. If he can take down Jon Jones, much like he did Anderson Silva in their first fight for 4.5 rounds, and even in the first round of their second fight, it'll be a good fight. But he ain't gonna win this fight. He ain't gonna win at all. There's no way in hell, unless for some kind of fluke, like referee, like stoppage, or some kind of disqualification, or some. I just don't see it happening. Chael Sonnen, he does a really good job at marketing himself, and Jon Jones, he is not exactly the best yet, but he's gonna be there at some point. It's probably gonna happen sooner rather than later, but I don't think he's quite there just yet. I think he got exposed in his last fight against Vitor Belfort. And, you brought up a good point, dog. If Chael Sonnen says, hey, I'm going to come to fight, just like Vitor did, what if he learned from Vitor's mistake? Vitor even said himself that he was holding back on that submission. And I really feel like Chael Sonnen could absolutely win. But I don't see it happening. I do not see that happening. But just like my dog said, 5 stars, but too much to put on the line to straight bet, to parlay. You don't want to put $100 down to win 10. And if you try to parlay it with anything, it's like that other person could upset you also. So it's definitely a 5-star pick, but you just can't lay any juice on it. Chael Sonnen looked great against Michael Bisping, but at the same time, people were arguing that Michael Bisping won that fight. So, and then Chael Sonnen obviously lost to Anderson Silva in his last fight. John Jones looked great against Vitor Belfort, finishing him, but he didn't look all that impressive early in that fight either. And against Rashad Evans, he couldn't finish that one. So, do I think Chael Sonnen's going to survive this fight to lose a decision? Nah. It's going to be a submission. I'm going to say, I can't even tell you what kind of submission it would be. I can tell you this. I would love to see a triangle again, like Anderson Silva gave him. But I think it's going to be a submission with Johnny Bones Jones on top. And possibly standing up, like you said, dog.
Yeah, that submission that he had with when he fought Lyoto Machida, to me, when I saw that, I was thinking to myself, oh, unbelievable. This guy's just so talented. And, not to, I don't want to sound like we're bringing Chael Sonnen down.
We just want to keep it real.
Yeah, we don't want to bring Chael Sonnen down, because I will tell you this, as my dog was talking here and I'm listening to everything, everybody loves a good Rocky story. I don't know one person out there who doesn't love a good Rocky story. And I know there's going to be a lot of people out there who are rooting on Chael Sonnen, who are cheering him on, because, here comes this guy who is just counted out. I mean, the odds makers, minus 1,000 on Johnny Bones Jones. There's so many people who are just counted out Chael Sonnen. And there's going to be a lot of people cheering on Chael Sonnen, and that's totally understandable. And, and it makes a lot of sense, because who doesn't like a Rocky story? Who wouldn't? Tell me that you wouldn't feel something if Chael Sonnen upset John Jones.
I would, but I would like to see him actually do it rather than like some kind of fluke stoppage. So
no, just not a fluke stoppage.
Consider the fact that Chael Sonnen just goes out there and defeats him, like a fighter should defeat another fighter.
I'm just going to keep it real here. My prediction is what it is, because that's what I believe is going to happen. But if Chael Sonnen goes out there and defeats John Jones, I'll be jumping up and down, yeah, woo, because like I said, a guy who's counted out, the Rocky Balboa story, and especially if I'm watching this and I don't have a single dollar on that fight, that's eventually, I think that we all got into the or the majority of us anyways got into MMA for the love of the sport, for the love of it, not necessarily because this or that or this or this, for the love of the sport. And like I said, who doesn't love a good Rocky story? So it'll just be a lot of fun to watch this fight, knowing that there's no money, at least for me, riding on it. And I don't know, you said do not bet also, dog.
Yeah.
So just for
do
fun.
Not bet just because of the
ridiculous odds.
Ridiculous
now,
odds.
if the odds were minus 300, minus 350, minus 400, or somewhere around there, then
five would be okay.
Story.
5 would be. I would say that's where the odds should lie. I feel like they're just. Jones didn't look all that great. Minus 1,000 in his last fight.
I'll tell you guys what they're hoping, what the casinos and everybody's hoping is that you say, I'm gonna put a little bit of money on Chael Sonnen. Now imagine all the people watching the fight and all the people who say, I'm gonna put a little money on Chael Sonnen, and this guy, like I said, 5 stars on the confidence pick. He's not going to come through and win, or at least the majority of the time he's not going to do it. So all this money's going to come in, and somebody to be sitting laughing all the way to the bank with all this money of all these people. And these people say, oh, you know what, a little bit of money, it's not going to hurt me. But guess what? All that little money adds up, and somebody's laughing all the way to the bank with it. So, that's why I say do not bet, guys, and cheer on Chael Sonnen. hope that he gets the upset. But my prediction still stands. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.
Subscribe to our channel, please.